We're Sid and Mackie, and we're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world. Usually, we race a mix of cross-country and enduro events, but this year, almost all our enduro plans were foiled, first due to fire, then to plague. While we still raced a ton of really fun events, one thing we missed was the opportunity to really study a trail the way you do for an enduro race and to try to get faster on it. So now that the off-season is upon us, we're heading out to our favorite trail, Camazon, to work on lines and dial in equipment to see if we can improve our times. This is an interesting trail. It isn't steep, but it sure is rocky. So the big question, which bike will be faster, trail bike or big travel?
Over the next few days, I'll be riding this trail on my Niner Rocket, Jet, and Rip. Mackie will be riding his WFO or Jet. Today, I'm starting with the 100mm Rocket. While I don't think this will be the bike for this super rough descent,
ow, everything hurts.
We also have to go up the trail, and I have a slightly masochistic desire to try to get that uphill QOM.
So Sid came up with the idea of getting the fastest time up.
Since we have to go up anyway.
So we have to go up anyway.
It is a pretty savage climb. It's like a 40-minute climb and a 6-minute descent.
All right, nice little 28-minute spin over here. How you feeling? Your legs warmed up?
Yeah. I'm like regretting a bit ever bringing this up.
I am not going to be attempting the KOM on the way up because this is definitely not the bike for that.
I'm doubling back a bit just to make sure that I pick up the Strava segment, which is kind of Strava hunting 101. Don't be a dummy and sit at the bottom or the top. And I just did that, so I'm making a loop. I did this in July on my Jet, which is definitely heavier than this. It was also like 95 degrees, and this is a very exposed climb, as you will see. So, I don't know, hopefully that helps me out. If not, it's gonna be really hard to cut 9.5 minutes off that time. But, okie dokie, let's go. Realize that's gonna be a slightly anticlimactic start because pacing is going to be very key for this because it has a lot of punchy stuff. So if you're going all out on the not punchy stuff, you're just gonna spike the heck out of your heart rate, and that's gonna be no fun. Hi. I take it you're not going for any uphill KOMs on the bike?
35-pound bike?
Yeah, nah.
With big tires? No. So this rock that looks like sandstone is technically volcanic tuff. So it's compacted volcanic ash that turns into rock, and it's soft like sandstone. So these tracks that you can see were from when they drove a bulldozer up here to try to create a fire break during the some of the fires back in the day. And my understanding was that it didn't necessarily work, but now there are these crazy bulldozer tracks going up this trail. Oh, that's the deer! Some friends of ours were telling us about this. It's like a desiccated fawn carcass. It's crazy, so crazy. Come on, keep it going, Sid, you're almost there. Good job, good job, good job, come on. That pile of rocks is the top, right up there. It's the last place you gotta pedal, come on. All the way up, all the way up. Push, 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 push. Nice job. Good job.
I don't think I got it, but
no, that's okay. You certainly put in an
depends
effort.
on the Strava gods.
I think it's gonna be like within 45 seconds.
Oh,
Just super annoying.
that is really annoying.
On the plus side, I'm pretty sure if I had gotten it I would literally never go hard up that climb again.
So now you have to again.
Yeah, but probably not this year. I think that was
One and done.
Quick interruption to thank the sponsor of this video, Shox headphones. As you guys know, we have been using Shox bone conduction headphones for quite some time. They are amazing. Because the speaker doesn't sit inside your ear, it sits right here. You can still be aware of your surroundings. So they're a lot safer for riding on trails with other trail users and of course riding on the road. And as you can see, Mackie and I could talk to each other on the way up this climb, or rather, Mackie could talk to me because I was too out of breath. Exciting news, Shox has just launched the Open Run Pro Mini. So this brings all of the perks of the Open Run Pro to the smaller size. So for those of us who have smaller heads, it has the same 10-hour battery life, IP55 water resistance rating, and has the improved audio quality of the Open Run Pros. As you can see, it is quite a bit smaller. Shox is currently running a VIP sale from now until November 27th in the US, November 24th in Canada, and during that time you can use code SID40 to get $40 off your order. Let's get back to the video.
The majority of the line choice on this trail is in the lower half, where there are 2 different lines down the volcanic tough rock. And there are some sections that can really slow you down if you choose wrong.
Pull your shirt over your bottle. It looks dumb. Pull your shirt over your bottle if you can. There you go. I'm filming you and you look dumb.
I have pre-ridden a lot of enduro courses over the years. What I've learned from that is that you've got maybe 5 or 6 spots that you can memorize. If there are multiple stages, that kind of cuts down to 2 per stage. I mean, I suspect it goes back to the like short-term memory thing of 7 digits seems to be kind of our max, which is why phone numbers are 7 digits. I'm hoping I can choose 4, 5, 6 spots on the way down to sort of have a cue. Right, in this section I need to go wide, or even though it looks like I should set up to the right, I actually want to set up to the left. Okay, this thing is awkward. You want to go over the top, but here you're going downhill, so you have to pull really hard to make it like up and onto that. Obviously there's a big hole.
Actually, it's not obvious at all on the GoPro.
Well, it's like if you go down here, then you're essentially, as you're compressing, you're hitting it up. So like you don't want to do that. If you come on this side, you're going fast.
And you have to pull up.
And you have to like
bunny
try
hop.
to high-speed bunny hop as you're going like into a compression, which is the hardest time to bunny hop. But I think that is probably still the best line.
He's going so fast. That was kind of hard to see, but I think he ended up like all the way over here. Yeah, there's the tire track, and not through that compression at all. Clever. It's the first rule of going fast. If you don't have to do something tricky, don't. Let's see if we can find that line. There's like a bush in the way. Yeah, totally. That's great. Good idea, Mackie.
All right, left side, same as before. Well, I do think left side is better, but I tried to gap a thing that I don't think was worth trying to gap. So we're just gonna run through it one more time. On that last corner, set up wide on the first corner, on the right hand, wide on the right hand corner to inside on the next right hand corner.
Wild how much better Mackie's lines are than mine. I was riding this and couldn't see him earlier. Oh, that was sick. Oh, I felt so good in those last couple seconds. Why can't I feel good when I do all of it at once?
Well, like you said, fatigue.
Yeah.
Since I didn't do a straight through run on the Rocket today, we'll go ahead and use the time I ran on this bike in April of this year when the trail was in similar conditions, just for comparison purposes. Because tomorrow, we'll be bringing out the big guns for a full run of the trail. I'll be riding my 140-150mm RIP, and Mackie will be riding his 170-180mm WFO again. Both of these bikes are built pretty beefy with full Shimano XT, Fox 36 and 38 respectively, and Maxxis DHR and DHF.
It's kind of harder with the big boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
This down.
Don't hit my bicycle. Oh, it's snowing again. But I don't understand where the snow is coming from. This tiny little cloud. Gotta love New Mexico. Hey. Snowed like almost an inch. Now the trails are dry.
So Sid and I discussed this quite a bit, and we've come up with a plan. We are both going to pedal towards the top at our own speed.
When he gets up to the top, I'll turn around, ride back down.
And then call me when she gets to the bottom and let me know if she saw anybody. And I will know whether there's anybody between her and me because I started right ahead of her.
That'll give me a chance to maybe not session, but at least get a little more used to this bike because I haven't ridden it since, I don't know, whenever the last time we were at the bike park was.
Then, when I get to the bottom, we'll go back up together, and then Sid will go for a fastest run, and I can go slightly ahead of her to make sure that there's nobody. Ooh, it is windy.
Hello. How's it going? You're at the top? Cool, I haven't seen anybody yet. I will head down now. It's another reason to love our Shocks headphones. We can talk to each other. It's like walkie-talkies. All right, now I get to have some fun on the big bike. Woo. Doesn't even feel sketchy at all. Mostly worried about rocks coming up and hitting me in the shin. You're clear. Didn't see anybody. The crosswinds are kind of rough, but other than that, should be good. I'll call you again and let it ring like 4 or 5 times if somebody gets on the trail.
Okay, just got the go ahead from Sid. I'm clear. Time to have a nice, smooth, fast, clean run. Oh man. Well, that was about as good a run as I could have asked for. I hit the lines I wanted to hit. I pedaled hard where I could. I finished with close to XC race pace heart rate. So I was obviously going hard. Well, it's pretty much freezing up here.
Bloody freezing up here.
So we're gonna do a quick turnaround and Sid's gonna go for a fast rundown.
Right side, probably no one else in their right mind would be out here. God, that's slow. Is it working? Okay. Ready?
Alright, here we go.
Go. And it turned off. Oh well.
In case there's any question that it was cold, that's ice all around the inside of Sid's bottle. So I think you kind of got screwed on that one. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It was still fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's literally a slushie. That's insane.
Slushy
I have not had that happen.
in a long time.
Not in way what I would have thought was way colder days.
It was really cold out there. We just got back to the house. Sid jumped in the shower immediately, and I am making some hot chocolate recovery because it's freezing.
Got some hot chocolate Scratch Labs recovery mix, and the camera's shaking because my hands are shaking. So Mackie, get on that. I think my lips are still blue. My phone said it was 33, feels like 23. I don't understand how that's possible. But having ridden in both 33 and 23, I can confirm that it did feel like 23. Pretty pleased. That was still my fastest time that's picked up that Strava segment. So I think that's pretty good considering like legitimately like could not feel my fingers.
After yesterday's ride, we decided that the WFO and RIP might have been overkill for this trail, and it was time to give the Jet a go. The Jet has 120 millimeters of suspension in the rear, 140 in the front, and Sid's running double Maxxis Recons while I've paired a Recon in the back with a Dissector in the front. This should lower the rolling resistance while still providing nice cornering traction for the loose parts. I just decided last time that you don't really need a ton of suspension for Amazon. Like, it feels great. It smooths things out really nicely. But the trail, like, it's chunky, but it's pretty flat. And so being able to carry speed and like pedal.
We climbed Amazon enough times recently, so we're gonna go up Pipeline Road instead, which is also a hard climb, but at least it's different. I hadn't properly appreciated how cool your outfit is. The orange highlights on the shoes sort of match the bike. The jersey's kind of a similar color. And then you've got blue socks, blue shorts, and blue gloves.
Okay, I'm gonna have a go on the Jet today, which I do think is the bike for this trail. And yeah, we'll see. I'm not probably gonna go all out because I'm not following Mackie. I'm just gonna focus on looking really far ahead, and maybe that'll make me go faster anyway. And I'm a little curious to see how much like following Mackie was actually helping me. I flatted! Well, wah wah. I cannot believe that I just flatted a Dissector. What is it? I don't know, it's a Recon. I've ridden these trails on Recon races so many times that all I can figure is I just really hit the rock incorrectly. But I'm an idiot and never replaced the plug in my mule mount, so I'm hiking back up so that I can steal Mackie's plug.
What happened?
I don't know. It's a double snake bite on the rim.
Snake bite. Woo woo! Go fast, have fun, I love you!
Thank you. How's it going? that was fun.
So I just got a call from Sid. Sounds like there is one hiker. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit cautious on the upper blind corners.
Hi there. Thank you. This bike is very fast on that stuff, but also
this is the faster bike. I'm like 100% sure.
I bottomed out the fork 6 times.
Yeah, but did it slow you down? Is
Like
the question.
hard, like whoa.
Many people are choosing bigger and bigger bikes now because they pedal so well, reasonably light, they're fun. I totally understand that because it was more fun on the WFO. Just smooth things out. It felt sort of like riding a cloud down the trail, and that was awesome. But I don't think it's faster. Part of that is the tires. I also think that for a trail that's not that steep like Kemazon, you kind of get bogged down on the big bike, whereas the Jet carries speed a little bit better, floats over things a little bit more. For me, faster on the Jet. For Sid, the middle bike, the Jet, was the fastest for her compared to the Rip, her bigger bike, or her Rocket, smaller bike. It's not scientific, but there is something to be said, I think, for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will see you next week. And in the meantime, don't forget to be more awesome.